Who are your earliest, inspirations and influences, just like creatively in the entrepreneurship space? Like, who were some of the people who inspired you early on in life?
In the entrepreneur space, honestly, my dad was one. Like, just seeing, so in '08, when that recession hit,
Mm-hmm.
he lost his job, and then I seen him like create his own flooring business, and just like try to figure something out.
Right.
I feel like with everybody as adults, but especially men, like problem solving is crucial, and your ability to, think on the fly and come up with a solution to these problems. So obviously money was an issue, and he started his own thing, Tenacious Floors, and then kind of picked up some more business. Later on in life, my brother, Cam, Social Aid, he doing Perfect Pour, like got a lot of different stuff going. So he definitely an inspiration. And that's what's so dope is like my sources for inspiration are close. Yeah, so it's kind of different when you see somebody on the TV screen. And we had those as well, like we paid close attention to like Rockefeller growing up and stuff like that. Obviously, Bron coming from Akron, but when it's somebody close who you can actually just pay attention to and you like, damn, like I could do that if they doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Because like I always ask people that question, who were their early inspirations? Because that wasn't my experience. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not in the creative and the entrepreneurship side. Like those came from afar for me. My way of like looking at something bigger, I guess, was through sports. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought was going to be my path. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's always dope to hear people who said, "No, I had somebody in the crib." You know what I'm saying? With me, and it sounded like you had multiple people. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
so that's dope. Where you?
And even one, not to cut you off, but outside the crib, because this is a big one. Even though I seen them, somebody who made us realize that it's possible with apparel was our guy Matt, who has Steel Clothing. And just seeing what he was able to do with apparel and build that brand and other brands for other people, like showed us like, oh, we could do something for sure.
Man, when did you realize that you had inspirations close to you? Like, did you always know this coming up as a youngster? Did you like, as you've gotten older and you've been able to reflect back, you're like, oh no, I had some game right there, you know what I'm saying, right there in front of me?
Yeah. I think both. So I feel like older people and OGs like talk to me more than they talk to other people around my age. And I feel like, and I always wonder why, but as I got older, I think they did it because they know I was listening. But a lot of things like the entrepreneur thing definitely didn't catch on till later, and then I realized, subconsciously, like I was watching them and putting that image in my mind.
Yeah, man. You do people tell you that you got an old soul?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. You definitely have that, and that's again, man. That was one of the things that I liked about what I seen from afar. I seen the quality, and then just having conversations with you. You know what I'm saying? I always had appreciated the old soul aspect of it. And like you said, people knew that you was listening. Any conversation that we had, listen, me and you technically met working at Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
You know what I'm saying? And really, it's crazy how like full circle all of this shit really comes up, because at my time at Boys and Girls Club, which is about, man, this might be about 6-7 years ago at this point, that's when the entrepreneurship bug really hit me. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
I was transitioning. I was still in the same career path in the social service aspect, and working as a club director at the Boys and Girls Club. That was a new position of just like hierarchy for me, right? And it exposed a lot of information to me as far as just like how things were ran from like a logistics standpoint, business wise. But what also happened around that time is that I had bought my first crib, and then I seen like I seen the exit strategy. So I seen the bread that was tied to like at the end of that, that project, right? Red Rich Dad, Poor Dad at the same time. Like I would be on my breaks at Boys and Girls Club finishing Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yeah.
So the whole time where I'm working this job, I am planning like, my vision of like, all right, how can I invest in myself some way, somehow. And at that time, I had no idea about the podcast, but that's where it started for me. And I remember when you and I met, when you had started working, you was doing some marketing and stuff, for the company and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, I always appreciated having conversations with me, bro, because I always, I could feel the old soul, I could feel the wisdom, you know what I'm saying, just in you, and it was genuine too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Same here,
so
man.
that's a very good, characteristic to have.
Yeah, same here. I
Yeah.
always appreciated the conversations too.